Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the shoots!
I like the little feint he came up with to produce the effort. Very, very tidy.
Roberto. And he's cut it out. Andre Carrillo. Forward it goes. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Roberto. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another. It's a busy front line, lots of movement.
And is that working for you?
Well, not really. To be honest, I'm not a great fan of taking goal potential away from the penalty pucks.
Hoists it forward. There's a long ball. He's got away. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Probably be looking to play it square from here. Memphis Depay. That'll go straight through to the keeper. Gets it back. He's through the middle. Going through. Roberto. Corner. And that has been cleared. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Tries to dink it in. Keeper sends it forward. Roberto. He's had a look. Has a go! Memphis Depay. He's left his man. Andre Carrillo provides an outlet. And it's hoisted clear. Played out to the right. Now it's Memphis Depay. He's on his way.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Oh, he's in! And the shot! Tries to get it forward quickly. Done very well to intervene. Chance! chance! Has a pop! It's broken loose! And it's played forward. Out to the right. Gabriel. So who can spark this game into life? And it's Memphis Depay. Battles to win it back. Alberto Moreno. Gabriel is the guilty party there. And here's Roberto. That's a brilliant interception. Roberto. Roberto. Chance to shoot! Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. So what can they conjure from this one? He's tried one. He scores! The breakthrough arrives at last! That was glorious. Pinpoint accuracy.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
Who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Roberto. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, this is a very real chance, and should it go in, it could be a big game changer.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. He's had a crack. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Here it comes. And that's been well dealt with. Hits one! He's got away with one there. Talk about singling someone out.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Pete.
Now it's Memphis Depay. Pings it out wide. Andre Carrillo looks to dink one in. Now to play for a goal kick. And it's Roberto. Gets the better of his man. Morata. Timely intervention. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. What a throw in.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
Roberto. Memphis Depay. He's got options out wide. Tries to get it forward quickly. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether...
Shapes to shoot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
The only goal came in the early moments of the second period, and the score is 1-0. Should have been two.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Gets away from his opponents. Good take. Has a hit! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be desperate to get another.
Just a few more moments for them to hang on. And it's played forward. That intervention was very necessary.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
And it's Morata. He spotted the run and played him through. Oh, shooting chance! Hoists it forward. Now a chance to break. Just brushed off the ball there. Oh, they could break here. He gets past his man. Morata. And the finish! And that is it. The referee has seen enough. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal.
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that well-timed goal.
Thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. There's the whistle, and here we go. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And here's Roberto. Looking for space out wide. In for a hefty challenge. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Gets it back. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And now the breakaway. Right through the middle. Gets the better of his man. Big chance! He's delivered all right! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
So we have our breakthrough.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Battles to win it back. And here's Morata. It's got through. That and a shot! Sticks it away! And already they're looking to run away with it.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
So that's two now without... Whistle's gone, that's foul.
It's a busy front line, lots of movement.
And is that working for you?
Well,
that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Roberto, up to meet it! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Gabriel. It's a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. And here's Depay, looking to force his way through. Corner then. They've played it short. Real chance! And the ball's come out. They have themselves another corner. And that's been levered clear. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Hoists it forward. Roberto. He's found his man. Just the goalkeeper to beat. That's surely a foul. Free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Looking to pull clear here. He'll fancy himself from here. He's gone direct. Oh, it's a stunning goal! A finish right from the top draw. And they are cruising away. Dispatched expertly, nicely done. 3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. This could spell danger.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
Corinthians are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Roberto. Oh, shooting chance! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Andre Carrillo. Now it's Memphis Depay. Going through. And it's played forward. And it's Carrillo. And here's Depay. Got a sight of goal here. Well read, he sorted that out. Clears it out of harm's way. And he has been fouled there.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Forward it goes. Just deflected over the goal line for a corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. And the defence can get it clear. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. As easy as 1, 2, 3. It really has been that straightforward halfway through the match, but very little to suggest that much will change over the second half. The action has already resumed here. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Has a pop! It's off target and by quite a way.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Gabriel tries to get it forward quickly. Roberto. Played out to the right. It's come through. Out to the right. Roberto. He's in, surely. And he's cut it out. And now they can launch a counter. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Memphis Depay looking as though he's being given special treatment here. Treatment he could well do without.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Roberto plays it forward. Roberto. Try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. And it's Roberto. Here it comes. Is it out wide now? Knocks it away. And here's Roberto. Surely a shot. Cut out in the nick of time. Andre Carrillo. Morata has a hit! They are rampant! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Roberto. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
That's a throw. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Dinks one in. There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, he's in! Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
It's come loose. Just brushed off the ball there. Decent looking ball. Caught offside that time. So, time for changes on both sides actually.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
That's a brilliant interception. He gets past, towering header! Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Out-muscled, out-manoeuvred, outwitted. They just couldn't find any way into the game, and they are comprehensively beaten. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
Thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.